sometimes you have to try the right habits again and again. Sometimes meditation, journaling doesn't work the first time. It's like going to the gym and expecting for you to look swole and very, very jacked after the first week. It doesn't work like that. And although I journal consistently, this was a different situation where I really had some not only limiting beliefs, but doubts about the business. So I finally managed to journal it out, and I realized my mistake, my core fundamental mistake, which was I wasn't reading enough books. I've been failing to meet my standard goals of reading 10 pages a day ever since I stopped the 75 hard challenge last year. And I've been struggling to see the perspective, the vision of how I'm going to grow the business ever since then, to be honest. And so I got into a comfortable position, but it's not enough for me. Like, I still live in a dorm room. I'm still at university. And so that's why I started reading again. And now I put reading as work, and it has helped tremendously. So after the first session of reading, I already had like a very good idea of what I have to do. But after doing the journaling as well, it like absolutely exploded in my mind. And I actually feel extremely, extremely angry because I could have done this ages ago and I didn't. And that's on me, that's my bad. So, gotta own up to it. And fuck, man, I need to read more. I scheduled about 90 minutes every day for reading and taking notes, because I always take notes. Here's in this notebook, I have a couple of books down, and I read very slowly, but I always take notes. And after I finish the book, I check my notes out and I create like a cheat sheet, like a 2-pager or 3-pager in this case, on the book and the biggest takeaways, but only if the book is good. So I read Hard Times Create Strong Man, and Strong Man Create Good Times, and Good Times Create Weak Man. That's the book's title. It wasn't that good of a book. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't worth noting down. So I didn't create like a cheat sheet, or I don't even have proper notes on it. And the same is true for Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. I mean, the first couple of rules were really, really useful, but then it became like extremely lengthy and, well, boring, to be honest. There was one thing towards the end of the book about sacrifice that I found very, very important, which is the concept of you have to sacrifice the thing that you hold on to the most dearly in order to progress in your life, in order to actually make the progress that you want to make. And after that, it was again just more boring stuff, and I didn't find value in it. Maybe someone else would, but I found a lot of value in the book called Relentless by Tim Grover, which is a coaching book. Tim Grover is a coach. He coached Kobe Bryant, MJ, a lot of very important guys. And another one is the Unscripted Escape the Rat Race. That was the book that completely changed my life. I mean, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur eventually, but I didn't know that I had this limiting belief that I have to first prove myself in some way in order to become an entrepreneur, whatever. I mean, I already did prove myself becoming like a coaching Counter-Strike. So that's a life-changing book. Relentless was just insane value, the very, very good book on mentality and how to work hard. But Unscripted, How to Escape the Rat Race, is the new version of the Millionaire Fast Lane by the same author. Yeah, life-changing. If you're new to like entrepreneurship, or if you always wanted to start a company or something like that, I highly recommend that. And now I'm reading $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozy. And so I've only started reading it today, so I don't know if it's actually that great, but well, so far I've had a bit of a meltdown by the stuff I read. I wrote out my offer and I'm like, oh fuck, this actually makes a lot of sense for me. And I should have done this months ago, and I need to completely restructure everything with the coaching. And anyway, Yeah, it's like I should be happy, but I feel very mad at myself for that I haven't done it before. Yesterday I wanted to go to the gym and I forgot that it was Saturday, and so on the weekends this gym closes at 8 p.m. and I went there and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, the sauna's closed. I can't go to the sauna. But I realized that when I arrived that the whole gym was closed and I couldn't even go to the gym. So it was like an extra off day. There's not much I could do about it. I did feel very, very sore yesterday, so I guess it's a good thing that I got an extra rest day. And today is going to be push day for me, and so I continue with my journey of building a better body. And I'm kind of new to bodybuilding. I haven't been to the gym that much, so it's very exciting. I'm getting the newbie gains, and I'm also gaining weight. I mean, now I'm like 93 kilograms, which is like 205 pounds. I think I'm gonna stop here, wait for my joints to catch up, because you don't wanna like ruin your body by gaining like 20 kilograms, and then your joints aren't healthy because there is a big change in your body, and all of a sudden your joints have to carry a lot more weight. So I'm taking it incrementally. So perhaps I'm thinking like I'm gonna cut just a little bit, just a few kilograms, maybe down to 92 from 93, from April to May. And then I will maintain during the summer, and in August I will start bulking again. And so from 92 to like 102 or 103 kilograms, I'll just continue this process, because the more I weigh and the stronger I am, the more secure I feel in myself, which is very weird, because I was already somebody I considered I had a high confidence because of my ability to be able to fight. I trained Muay Thai for like 3 years, and apparently not. Apparently, it like being stronger, being heavier, is like gives you a very, very deep confidence. It's not like the knowledge that you could defend yourself, but it's like you don't even care what's going on. Like it doesn't really affect you at all. You're not reactive to other people as much, which is very, very useful for me. And so that's the progress update so far. It's been only 1 month since I've been following a rigorous workout plan. I'm working out like 4 times a week with 2 rest days. So like 2 days of working out, 1 rest day, 2 days of working out, 1 rest day. And I just repeat that because I'm working every day. I don't take weekends seriously. I think weekends are kind of a scam when you want to like achieve stuff. And yeah, so I'm going hard, but one of those like, how do you say, order of magnitude changes, that's what it's called. One of those order of magnitude changes was reached by me today by journaling and by reading before that. So it's very, very useful to journal and get the momentum going for you. If you have something that's holding you back in life that you were thinking about before, make sure to journal it out, because it will give you a different perspective. It's like a bit like having a coach that is talking to you, because you can look at your own words that you wrote down, like you write it down in your laptop or whatever. You can just see what you wrote down and kind of realize like how you're thinking and perhaps offer yourself a better perspective. Really, journaling is the closest to talking to somebody about something. And so you can write whatever you want in your journal, because nobody's going to read it, nobody's going to judge you. And to be quite frank, probably nobody's going to care. And so until you're successful and rich and famous, of course. Yeah, so it's a very, very, very powerful tactic and a very, very fundamental core habit of being high performing, being more happy, being more fulfilled in life, and just knowing which decisions to make. If you don't know which decisions to make, and if you feel anxious for not hitting your goals, journaling is gonna help. Journaling is probably gonna fix the whole thing. Is that I found, like, if you have like one other person in the same flat that you can like talk to for like 10, 20 minutes per day, or even less, like 5 minutes a day, just a short conversation, it really boosts your mental performance and mental health. Because if you don't have that, it's like you get bottled up and it doesn't work as well. Yeah, performance works best if you have like a bro, like a mate who's around, who you can talk to just a couple of minutes. doesn't have to be long, because when you're grinding, you don't really have time to talk. But it's just that small amount of conversation that it's helpful for both of you, to be honest. That's what I found. So I would definitely consider like having a roommate, not a roommate. What is it called? A flatmate. If I rent a flat, because it seems like it's a very healthy thing to have somebody else around that you can share your situation with, just in a couple of words, in a couple of minutes. And it's a lot cheaper as well. It's like, come on, that's also amazing. You can like rent a better flat with better location if you just have like a friend and convince him to also like come and rent together with you. Yeah, that's amazing. All right. So I'm gonna keep working. For some reason, my schedule got flipped a little bit. Like, I told myself that I really, really want to read, and well, it was something that I was craving for a while now, and I'm glad that I did read instead of doing like administrative stuff first. Yeah, it's fucking life-changing, to be honest. All right, I'm going to the gym soon, and until then, peace.